Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, really any placement you might have. If the title resonates with you or you are drawn to watch this video, then it is your video. This is your full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius reading, so this takes us from June 5th until July 5th when we have the next full moon in your sign in Capricorn. So lunar eclipses are about polarity and relationships, and this one is asking us to look closely at our wants, our needs, and where we might be lacking in our lives. This particularly concerns the logical versus the intuitive, details versus higher truths. Ideally, a balance should be struck between the two. The Sagittarius energy of this full moon highlights communication, attitude, and our sense of adventure. Something's been building inside of us, and now it's time to let it out. So this brings me to my final message for you guys. If you're looking for any healing work, I encourage you to check out my friend Maria Paz Healing. She's a Reiki master and a powerful healer, and I've linked her website and her details down below. So I encourage you guys to check her out. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this reading, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Any placement, really. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that Capricorns need to hear from June 5th through July 5th. I bet you guys are feeling this lunar eclipse energy. It's the first of 3 bursts that we're getting, you guys. So let's see what popped out for you. Ace of Pentacles. I'm gonna keep it as your energy. I feel it. I feel you guys, Capricorns. I feel you guys sort of, my energy level just was a little bit low. It dipped, and then as soon as I finished that intro, boom, Capricorn is ready to go. So let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Additional messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay, you guys, your overall energy is the Empress. This is exactly why. There is so much opportunity, Capricorn, around you. There is so much abundance. There's so much possibility for success. You guys have the Empress, which is that Venusian energy. It's either Libra or Taurus. Now remember, Venus deals with love and money. The Empress is a master manifester. The Empress, she doesn't even have to lift a finger in order to attract what it is she wants, what it is she needs. You know, if she's lacking anywhere, which she never is, you know, boom, she's got it. The Empress is shown as sort of perpetually pregnant, this fertile environment within, in order to not only download and get the messages and be in touch with her inner wisdom, but she's also, you know, she's also constantly creating that around her and for others. So there's a lot of prosperity here. This may come after a time of, you know, this magician energy, which is mercurial, which is I was going to say Virgo or Gemini energy, and it may come after a period of really not being able to manifest what it is you want, what it is you need. But I feel like you guys are turning the corner, sort of hitting that sweet spot or getting that key to what it is that's going to make you successful and making things move really, really slowly. So whether that's sort of like this beautiful injection of gratitude into your life that's bringing you more blessings, maybe some of you are also trying to control the outcome less, and you're seeing that the rewards are tenfold. So Capricorn, you guys are showing up here as earth energy, this Ace of Pentacles. This is a huge blessing coming your way. This is success. This is brilliance. This is, you know, it's assured, especially with that Empress energy. The next card out for you is, how do you project yourself to the world? Well, this is the Four of Cups. Now, remember, I'm using the After Tarot, so it takes the regular Rider-Waite images and then shows what would happen a few seconds, even a few minutes after. And the Four of Cups is somebody's watching you. and they think that you have wasted a blessing or that you have missed an opportunity. But I don't think so. I think, Capricorn, they don't understand your strategy. Okay, because this is how you're projecting yourself to the world. Maybe you're closed off. Maybe you're not receptive to other people's ideas, their advice, or their help. But I feel like this is actually a good thing for you. This is you going within and figuring out what needs to happen, how you're going to make it happen, and and sort of quieting the noise, shutting out, having that protection bubble around yourself. But others may not see that way. Okay, but it's not really about them, is it, Capricorn? The Four of Cups can represent any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but in particular, this is Moon in Cancer. So remember, moons represent a little bit of deception, and it can also be, and that's why I'm picking up on this. I think that people are confused about what's actually going on, that you're not really, there may have been this sort of brilliant opportunity that looked really good on paper, but for some reason you knew, or you were able to tap into your inner wisdom and say, this is all sort of smoke and mirrors. This isn't actually what's best for me. And I think you're keeping it to yourself, and people may be a little bit judgmental, but that's okay. That's okay, Capricorn, because I see you really moving through this and very successfully. What's blocking your desires and your goals? Well, this is interesting. We have the Emperor and the Empress showing up. For some of you, this has to do with a romantic situation. For others of you, it has to do with work or a creative project. It could even be your spiritual journey. And we have the Divine Feminine, and then we have the Divine Masculine, but the Divine Feminine is in the upright. The Divine Masculine is turned upside down. Now, Capricorn, you guys will instinctively know if you're sitting in the feminine or the masculine energy. For some of you, it is all about, you're trying to call in a soulmate or a life partner or a twin flame. And you may be blocked because if you are the feminine energy, Capricorn, the Emperor in reverse is saying your masculine still has a lot of work to do before they can come forward, before you can be in union. Some of you may be just in separation, okay? It might be separation with your, with your life partner, with somebody that you love, okay? But for others of us, it's not going to be about a romantic situation or partnership. It's going to be about the masculine and the feminine within. So your feminine side is really, really operating in a healthy place, balanced and aligned. Your Emperor energy, the masculine energy, needs some work. So some of you might have had some difficulties making decisions, setting boundaries, speaking your truth, strategizing, standing up for yourself, standing up for others, you name it, okay? Now, the next card out is, what do you need to overcome these obstacles? Well, you have the Five of Cups. You need to, the shroud of grief, of sadness, of sorrow, of loss, of disappointment, self-deception even. Sorry, is that what I want to say? Self-deception? Well, in a way it is, I suppose, but really you need to see things for the way that they are. There's something here that you're focused on. Now, for some of you, yes, it could be the loss of a loved one. And in that case, you give yourself the time to grieve and you try to heal and clear those emotions. But this is a very, very long process. But for others of you, it's disappointment in yourself, in the way that you behaved, or maybe you lost a job, maybe, you fell off your diet. It can be many different things. For others of you, you may have felt like, a relationship failed and it's all your fault. Maybe you're just feeling bad because somebody walked away from you. Okay, but Spirit's saying, you know what? It's really important here that you overcome this, because what you see in this card is this person is cloaked in black and they're so caught up in these negative emotions that they're not watching this person who's being swept by in the river to their most certain death. Okay, so there's stuff going on around you that you really need to be aware of and that you need to sort of come back to. And remember, we are all spiritual beings, but we are having a human experience. So we cannot negate and we cannot ignore the 3D completely. Now, what's beautiful is this person is focused on these 3 spilled cups, but there really are 2 cups for you to pick up whenever you can, whenever you shift your focus. Now, the next card out is, what can you do within in order to help achieve these desires? This is the 9 of Swords. Now, in this deck, I always read this as my Archangel Michael card. I know you're going to say I'm crazy, and it's totally unorthodox, because the Nine of Swords is usually about, you know, being exhausted, not getting enough sleep. And here we can see this person wrestling with their demons in the dream space. Some of you might have sort of unconscious regrets or issues or traumas or hurts that are surfacing during the dream space. So it's really important that you're analyzing your dreams, or you're writing them down and recognizing how you're healing and how you're working through it. But the Nine of Swords energy is interesting because for me, it's an Archangel Michael card. And Archangel Michael is the Archangel of protection. And he has loads of angels around him, you know, his army of support that are willing to cut down any of your obstacles and help you and protect you. And so I love this card because it was Archangel Michael who fought the dragon. And, you know, so I see this as you being able to call on Archangel Michael's protection and power in order to overcome whatever issues you're experiencing. And in particular, this grief or this sadness, this depression, this anxiety, whatever this negative emotion is for you. Okay, but this is actually, you know, this is also about dealing with your SHIT, right? Like really, you know, facing things head on, because clearly you're exhausted. Clearly it's doing a number on you. It's creating, you know, chaos within, exhaustion, anxiety, depression. So it's time to heal, Capricorn, and take those first steps and know that you're completely supported. Now, the next card out is what you can learn from the outside world or others to help you manifest your goals and your desires. Well, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Explicitly, the King of Pentacles represents, you know, that Aries and that Taurus energy. You know, it's that airy part of Earth. And, you know, the King of Pentacles is all about stability. He's about taking things slow. But what's absolutely beautiful is the King of Pentacles in reverse represents a lack of stability. But what's mirroring that is the Queen of Wands. And this is really telling me that that passion and the drive and your innate ability to persevere, Capricorn, is going to take whatever this lack of stability, loss of a job, breakup, whatever you feel like has taken you back to zero is going to be totally transformed by your pure will, your pure desire, your charisma, and your ability to attract. Empress and the Queen of Wands, you guys are able to attract without even lifting a finger, but you have to figure out what that sweet spot is, okay? So the Queen of Wands energy, she's lovely. She's that passionate, fiery side. The Queen of Wands is gifted this black cat. Some of you may have black cats or you may see black cats. But she's gifted this black cat as also protection. This is a reminder that your animal spirits and your spirit guides, your angels, loved ones who have passed are all around you, protecting you and supporting you on this journey to really make this very, very successful. The Queen of Wands represents, you know, that Pisces and Aries energy and that time frame, right? But the Queen of Wands, she is, you know, the watery part of fire. She is somebody, she's one of the only queens who sits on her throne, but she has her legs spread apart. It's representative of not only her sexual energy and her attraction, but her passion. And also she is channeling. Her legs, her feet are square on the ground. She's holding this staff, also a sign of yang energy and this virility. Okay, because I think she's holding space for her divine masculine. Again, the Empress energy, she's holding space until the divine masculine can sort himself out, whatever that means, okay, whatever he has to do, however he needs to come back into his power, whatever he needs to heal from. Okay, her potency and her strength is undeniable. And she can, when she wants to, she can attract, you know, friends, lovers, abundance, jobs, situations, whatever she needs. But she does take a lot of time for herself. And this is a very spiritual, very magical woman. You know, Gaia, the prana, you know, the earth's energy runs through her very easily. And she's a masterful healer and channeler. So some of my Capricorns, that's the energy that you're moving into. All right, let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for my dear Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, you guys get man holding a coin. 43 breaks down to 7. 7s are about the spiritual journey. But, you know, look at this. There is so much earth in here. And this to me is like the king of coins, the king of pentacles. And here we're getting this double confirmation. He's in the reverse here, but he's being righted. So you guys are coming back strong. And I picked up on that when I started your reading. My energy had dipped right before it, and as soon as I stepped into Capricorn shoes, oof, yep, there are some hostilities. Okay, some of you may be experiencing hostilities. Some of you are rejecting someone's advances or their investments. That investment can be time, energy, love, or money, and they're not going to react so well to that. Some of you are telling, you know, this Queen of Wands is saying, I need time by myself. I need to sort this out myself. Yeah, I need to quiet the noise. I need to disconnect. And people are going to take that as offensive. Okay, you know, and the Queen of Wands, she is... Sorry about that. She is, you know, she is oftentimes misinterpreted. You know, she's called lots of different names because she's a very bold energy. Okay, so yeah, Spirit's saying it's not all going to be easy. There are some challenges. You're going to be faced with some hostilities. Ooh, 49, but breaks down to a 4 about stability. This is following your heart. This is aligning. This is healing and balancing that heart chakra. Remember, our heart chakra has more than just one chamber, you know, the pink and the green, and we also have blue, but this is really focusing on that compassion, the passion you have for someone, if this is a relationship. Again, the Empress and the Emperor showing up, divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay, and some of you are in separation and you're just waiting, and it's been hard. Okay, some of you might have even fought. This Sagittarius full moon energy is aggressive. Lots of emotions are coming out. Our needs, our wants, what we're lacking. Okay, but if we need to stand in this energy of unconditional love. And then you get indecision. For me, this is the card. This is like the 8 of Cups. It's about walking away, but it also has this sort of, you know, 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands energy. At the bottom of the deck, you get 41, the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, about communing with Source through prayer and through meditation. And I think that's what you're doing. I think that's why, Capricorn, I feel like some of you guys are really shutting people out for a time being so that you can really get a hold of and fix this situation, or what you feel like needs to be fixed. This King of Pentacles can be righted. I feel like you're having a huge comeback, Capricorn, but you're of 2 minds about certain things, whether it's getting back together with someone or how you're going to do it. I feel like, you know, you really want to iron out all the wrinkles and the details so that you can be sure on what method and how you're going to move forward. Okay, but this is something you're very emotionally attached to. The Angel of Love, a reminder, you know, that, you know, you are supported by your angels, because I'm getting Archangel Michael with this card, and then we get another angel coming out supporting you and healing and moving forward. All right, additional messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, Owl Spirit, you see clearly now. So you have 2 number 43s coming out. This might be a significant number for you. 43 breaks down to the number 7. Remember, 77 is the path of the mystic. It's about surrendering more to spirit versus getting stuck in your mind. Now, remember this, this Sagittarius full moon, we have the sun in Gemini, right? And that opposition is all about getting stuck in the minutiae, the fine details, versus seeing the higher truths. And this Owl Spirit, as you can see clearly now, it's striking that really fine balance. So, you know what? Good for you, Capricorn, capitalizing on this. All right, and then you get Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted, 63, breaking down to a 9. So this is bringing something, this is a cycle of closure. Look at this at the bottom of the deck, 66, White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. You guys are also getting a lot of birds coming out. So the importance of stepping back, seeing the big picture. You may be, that's the way you're presenting yourself, though. I think people who are naysayers or who might be coming down on you or throwing you shade, they're not able to see the big picture, and this is where those hostilities are coming from. But remember, that comes from them. That's not necessarily a reflection of you, Capricorn, okay? So it will be important to sort of make your decision, pull back, see the bigger picture, and remember, you know, the good and the bad. That's what this journey is all about, and it's about transmuting that energy. Okay, so learning from our successes and our failures. Okay, and again, that I'm picking up on that with this King of Pentacles energy. Some of you, this is an investment or a job. For others of you, it's a relationship. But you know, there is no failure if you learn from it. Okay, and you don't make that mistake, and then you have to wait. You know, everything is cyclical, so wait for the seasons to change, and you get another opportunity. Your final message, is the High Priestess. So again, that intuition coming out. Dana, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So definitely, so everything that you've been through, rather than making yourself a martyr, sorry you guys, rather than making yourself a martyr, taking this knowledge, turning it into wisdom, and then being able to impart it on others. You guys, I do apologize. The dog is barking. Somebody's coming home, so he's making a lot of noise. But I actually think we're going to stop it there, because I think the messages here are really clear. There's a lot of success coming your way, Capricorn. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.